In the ICUs, when I was practicing intensive hospital medicine, I got the privilege of being around human beings at the end of life. At the end of life, we've termed it death. We have the belief in our subconscious because of our big divorce from the death process. It's become sterilized. And it's allowed death to be defined as an endpoint, as a contraction or a disappearance, rather than what I've actually seen it to be. A massive expansion of consciousness, of reality, of awareness, and ultimately of love. And the most poignant examples of this are people that actually die biologically, and we spend 15 or 30 minutes in an ICU resuscitating them with drugs and shocking their chest like you see on TV shows. And they've meanwhile been in the ICU for weeks, months in some cases before they'd have this moment. And by this time, they've been isolated away from humans for quite some time. They're only touched by latex gloved hands. Only people with gowns on will come and see them. They have masks on. They haven't seen a human face close up in months. They're just so isolated and lonely. And I had one ICU shift that was very weird. And during that night, I see 3 people die and I bring them all back. And every single one of them, their first sentence was always, "Why did you bring me back?" And then as they start to get oriented, they are telling their loved ones, "I went into this space and it was bright white light everywhere. And in that moment, felt completely accepted for the first time in my life." Death is not an endpoint. It's a transformation moment. It's an expansion beyond the limits of this frail biologic shell that we carry around. And the instant that we step out of that, we find out that the universe embraces us in every single second of our existence in complete acceptance of who we are. We are enough in and of our own identity of I am at every second of every point of our existence. When you back up for a moment and say, okay, we're killing ourselves, but what if we need a death moment to transform completely? To let go of all of the preconceived notions of what it is to be human, and to say, you know what, we are beings of light, and we are completely accepted at every moment, including this moment when we would rape the earth, when we would kill each other at the rate we do, when we would destroy the entire ecosystem of a green planet in the middle of black space. When we would have that level of hubris, we're still completely accepted. And our journey is somehow understood by something more benevolent and more complete than we can see as human beings. What if we all looked at each other in wonder and awe and said, "You're enough. I accept you completely. I want to be with you. I want to live with you. I want to be alive." And so we are here. 7 billion of us showed up right now. 7 billion of those white souls that seconds after death are going to realize that they are who they've always been. They're fully accepted, and they are moving in true love. What if we can transform before we die? Then there's no reason to go to Mars. There's no reason to go anywhere else. Because we will do absolutely every single thing differently here on Earth. And we're going to do it differently by just that simple recognition of I am who I am, you are who you are. That's enough, and I accept you completely. And let's figure out how to do this within the design of nature. There's enough energy, there's enough food, there's enough resources for everybody on the planet to thrive at a level that's never been experienced in human history. We cannot continue any form of human economic systems that have ever existed before and expect us to escape the death moment. We literally have to reinvent everything. It is you who are being called to transform because you showed up right when you did. As we are going to transform, period. And it may be right out to the point of our death, or miraculously, it might just happen right before it.